All right, welcome to the Start Build Grow Show special edition. Today we are coming to you live from the JobNimbus Solutions Summit, and we actually have a handful of special guests lined up, ready to jump on. We're going to kind of have people come in and out real quick over the last few minutes, say what's up, introduce themselves, and let us know kind of what they're thinking about the show, and then let us know about what their products are and how their relationship is with JobNimbus. So. Welcome to the show. If you are jumping on here, make sure you know the drill. Make sure to share this out, like it, comment, say what's up, interact with us. If you didn't get to make it this year, we're doing it again next year. So we got maybe an announcement. I'll pick on Ben here in just a minute. But my first guest of the show today is Mr. Ben Hodson. You guys have seen him before on the show. We had some great content, and he is one of the founders of JobNimbus.
Yep. And
he's the one that kind of the mastermind that put all this together and also delegated it to an amazing team. We got an amazing staff in the background here. And welcome to the show. Welcome back to the show, Ben. How you doing, man?
I'm so glad you're here at the show. It's been awesome. Yeah.
Oh, thank you for having me. This has been an awesome experience, and I'm just grateful for the opportunity that you've provided for us and the relationship that we've built with JobNimbus.
Yeah.
And the show as well as the Roofing Academy. So it's been a pretty cool start, right? It's been a cool start to something much bigger.
This is the first time that we've ever done this. This is the first time really this has ever been done in the industry. And we're trying to bring together all the tools that our customers are using under one roof here and where they can actually learn and use them. It's real world stuff at a JobNimbus Solutions Summit.
Cool. So let's go back a little bit. I have a dying question. Like, what is it like planning something like this? Like, walk me through I got an idea. Let's do a solution summit. Let's go back there.
One of the things you covered in your keynote yesterday, and if people don't know, Randy did our keynote on the first day, kicked us off in a great way, was start with the end in mind. And we said what we want to do with this show is we want to position ourselves to show everybody we are the number one software in roofing. We want everybody to know that. We want to treat our customers like we are number one. We want to bring in our partners and set up a relationship where everybody is getting help from each other here. It's a really collaborative environment.
Awesome.
It's a new thing. It's never really been done in this way before. I think for our first try, we did really good. It's turning out great.
This turned out great. I mean, none of us really knew what to expect, right? We're like, hey, we're just going to try this thing and see if we can get some people to come check it out and do everything we can to bring some great content and just the vibe that I've gotten from this. I've been to a lot of different conferences, and it's just real.
Yeah.
People are we're just real. I've done more networking and more connecting with people.
People are super open too. They're like just saying, this is my problem, help me. It's so cool.
It's been a pretty good experience, and we're gonna have some more interviews of some clients later, but we'll be bringing on some other vendors here in just a few minutes.
Awesome.
Through the process, like what are some of the things, this is a business show, right? Let's talk business.
Yeah.
You're an entrepreneur. We like talking about business.
Perfect.
Let's talk about the business side of creating and planning something like this.
Okay. So once we had that end goal in mind, then we started building out kind of a plan for our team in terms of, what would this even look like? Now, some of us have been to a lot of these shows before us, but none of us had ever necessarily planned a show like this. So we started talking to a bunch of other event planners that we knew, getting some tips on this. We first thing you had to figure out, where are we going to do it? And there's a lot of things to that. There's like, okay, you could just do it in a convention center. But if you do it in a convention center, then you've got to figure out, okay, somebody do AV stuff for you. You've got to find somebody to set up the stage. You got to set up chairs, set up meeting rooms. It gets really complicated. And so you look at the pricing on that stuff and the size of group. The other thing is, how many customers could we really bring out to this? What's a real number? We've never done it before. So trying to make an estimate on that. Now, one thing that really helped us is, and this is a principle in business that I use all the time, fail fast and fail small. So what we did is last year, you remember, you came to our seminar. That was a test run to say, okay, can we bring customers out? Can we set up a ticket system, an attendee system? Can we bring in vendors and food? Will that work? We did on a small scale, just 2 of our partners. Randy did our keynote there. We had just 50 customers. It was a great test. And then we did a ton of surveys and and this is an important business principle too. We had a team meeting and we went and did a retrospective. What went right? What went wrong? What can we systematize next time to make it better?
Yeah.
And we use that model to expand way bigger this year.
Awesome. That's great advice, man. Great advice, Ben, from any entrepreneur out there. Really, it's you want to be kind of constantly evaluating every decision and every move you make as a business owner, right?
Yep.
You make something, you try something out, and then hey, test it. Did it work? Did it not work? What can we do better?
Yeah.
And that's a great mindset, great philosophy. And they built a whole CRM to help contractors effectively do these things, right? So that is awesome. Anything else you'd like to say, or let the viewers of the Start Build Grow Show know?
The only other thing I'll say is that we plan to make this a yearly event, and that we plan that it will be double the size next year. This has been a really big success, and we can go bigger with it.
Awesome. So if you missed it, and there's gonna be a lot, this is during the day, it's a little bit different timing than our normal show, but so there's gonna be a lot of rewatches, and after we get out, then we'll reshare and get some lot of rewatches of this. But if you didn't get a chance to make it out, definitely follow all of our channels. Follow the JobNimbus. We have a group page as well for the Solution Summit, and we'll keep that updated. And then obviously the Start Build Grow Show page, and those sort of things.
And we'll be making an announcement. Early in 2019, you'll know where it is and when and everything. So.
Perfect. I gotta say, man, Austin is a very cool place to do this. Congratulations. It's been a pleasure to be here, be a part of this, and I think you guys knocked it out of the park, man. Appreciate
awesome.
you.
Thank you.
That was awesome. We're gonna be bringing in another guest. So as we're live here. I'm gonna just kind of just cycle through and maybe babble a little bit as we bring some more guests in here. But I got another second guest. He was on our show early on, and here we go.
I'm an OG.
Yeah, an OG for the show, Mr. Luke Hansen. He is the founder of CompanyCam. Raise the hands, give me some comments, say what's up. How many people use CompanyCam out there? And if you don't use CompanyCam,
you should be. Come on.
Yeah, come on. You're missing the boat here. CompanyCam has revolutionized and has been a big disruptor in this space. And I know my man here, Luke. He's a good buddy of mine. We kindred spirits. We connected, and he loves it. He loves being a disruptor, and he loves the business side and having fun. So, what's up? How are you? And
I'm great, man.
What was things like kind of leading up to this conference, and what was kind of the process of getting ready for this, and what's your feedback? What are some of the things you've got to experience?
So this is their first show for JobNimbus. Yeah. We've been to a lot of events, and the idea that this is their first one is amazing because it was like smooth, like our table was in the right spot. They just did it right, putting this thing together. Yeah. From our side, we wanted to come in and talk about documentation and communication and why that matters at your company. Because, if you're buying sales software or JobNimbus to manage, there's a clear ROI there. And a lot of times when people are talking about documentation and communication, they don't quite see the ROI. So we wanted to come in and talk about how this stuff matters for your company and how companies are making a lot more money by properly documenting, communicating in context, and using CompanyCam to do that in collaboration with JobNimbus and kind of making things all work together. So it was a great event, man. I had a lot of fun.
Awesome. So this is a business show, right? As you know, we like business. We talk about entrepreneurship. We're trying to tell a good story. So what's it like been? In obviously CompanyCam is seeing tons of growth. Give us a little snidbit into the life of Luke Hansen, who has young children,
3 kids,
so and trying to build this company that just keeps taking off.
Often, man, what was I doing in my 20s when I had no kids? I could have got so much more work done. I was playing video games and just being a loser. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. That's what I love about entrepreneurship. Anytime you're starting something, you're trying to build and grow.
Hey, thanks for the plug, Luke. Appreciate you, brother.
Get that wink in there.
Yeah.
But it's just always new problems that you're trying to solve. And when I first started, I thought we were building a product.
Okay.
And that's the way I thought about it. Okay, we've got to build this app. It's got to work. It's got to be awesome. What do people need? And I've just realized more and more, no. Sorry. You're building a company. And then the company makes the product and the users hopefully love the product, but you got to think. So I'm constantly trying to remind myself okay, I don't need to be doing this little tiny thing here. I need to keep my head above the clouds and be worrying about the big picture, the company, the people, and the kind of the longer term strategy of it all. And then you have to dive in and do the details and get in the weeds and stuff. But because I love looking at user experience in the app and thinking about new features, and just I love getting down in that. And I hate accounting and being in meetings all the time, it's just but it's that's the kind of stuff that that as you grow, like with your company, like when you start out, like, man, you're probably like, you're showing up at every job and like, you're making sure it's like going right. Like you got to do that. But then after a while, like that doesn't scale. Like if you want to scale and grow, like you've got to sort of level up and then get other people in. So like I've been focusing a lot on that, and it's hard because you lose some control in areas, and like, but man, I don't, it's just a lot of fun. It's just fun. Yeah. And then it's like you get doing this stuff all day and you come home and I don't know, man, little kids are like super fun. Like it's like a whole nother job when you get home, right? You're like, oh crap, now I'm chasing kids around and taking 2 hours to put them in bed and all that stuff. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. But yeah, it's awesome. Entrepreneurship is fun. This is an entrepreneurship show. We encourage entrepreneurship, but yes, it's fun, but it's challenging. Hey, have you seen my awesome new beard? Yeah, I was gonna comment on that thing, next to me with your tiny little baby. You know what? I was debating because I was doing a keynote here, and there's a bunch of pictures and all this crap. Yeah. And I was like, all right, because I was starting to get out because usually in the wintertime, I'm all in. I snowboard. I'm in the mountains all winter, and usually I'm kind of. But my man's you get your beard is on point right now. But see, the excuse is I'm a roofer. Hey man, there you go. Hey, look where I want. I'm a roofer. Shave. I can wear t-shirts and grow beards all I want and still be successful. Hey, pocket tees. We're gonna start selling these on the website, giving them away. We are giving these away. Do you have one of these new pocket tees? No, but I got a whole bunch of other ones. But you're gonna have to give me some pocket tees. Maybe we can give one out. So in the comments, I'm gonna have Luke jump on and share this later. But in the comments, if you want a new pocket tee, I'm gonna speak for him and give away one of his shirts for you. Absolutely. So if you want a shirt, two shirts. Go ahead and throw some comments. Say the experience you've had with CompanyCam, and you better go quick because we have a live audience here jumping on their phone right now, throwing a comment. So you better be quick on it. Yep, get in there. We'll send you a shirt. Awesome, Luke. Well, I know you got a flight to catch. It was great catching up with you. We're gonna have to rehash and get on another show and get a lot more in depth of the. It was almost I need to get out to Colorado, 6-8 months ago. We did the first show, and in that time. I mean, it's just been everything. Insane, you got a background now, man. It's like we're like you're growing up. Thing. This became a thing. Which is no, it's killer, cool. Dude. You're killing it, man. Thanks, brother. Keep up the good work. Likewise. And yeah, I got to run to the airport, but we'll keep it rolling here, man. Awesome, man. Well, I'm gonna we'll be getting our next guest in here shortly, and my man with Hail Trace. How you doing, man? Doing all right. Doing all right. How you doing? How's it going? How's it going? Introduce yourself. Like, say what's up to the viewers of the Start Build Grow Show. Well, my name's Brandon. I work with Hail Trace. We're one of the only companies out there that actually have meteorologists that map our hailstorms, and we have a database of all those hailstorms. And what we really want to do is just try to teach these contractors out here how to work storms a little more efficiently, how to not wait for that next big storm, and really just start working year round instead of just waiting for the season that they try to work. Yeah, that's awesome. So how long you been with Hail Trace? What's your story? Like, so my story is I've been with Hail Trace for almost a year now. Okay. Derek Klein, the owner of Hail Trace, he started this company about 8 years. Some people know he's actually my big brother. There's a little bit of a relationship there, right? There's a relationship there, yes, sir. He's actually my big brother. He started this company about it's like 8 or 9 years ago. Made a map for a family friend of ours who was a roofing contractor. Little storm out of Oklahoma City. He mapped that storm. She went out and she sold a bunch of roofs from it. So then the company called him and was like, "Hey, can you make some more maps for us?" And so that's what started the business. Awesome. Went to a little conference in Dallas. Got a bunch of clients all over the U.S. asked them for maps, and he just kept going with it. And that's why we're here today. So what has it been like to just kind of be a part of that development and growth? I mean, you weren't involved the whole time, but it's your brother, right? Yep. So you get to hear and see what Big Bro's up to. We're a family business, family company. I mean, my sister spoke yesterday, and it's really cool to kind of have that kind of family involvement in such a big dynamic, a company that's growing and making real significant moves in the industry. So I watched him from the very beginning do this thing, and he hustled hard, and he had to work. He was a one-man show. He did it all on his own, and he mapped everything, and he worked, and it just kept going and kept going and kept going, and finally got to the point to where he got so big we had to hire meteorologists, and we had to hire people from all over the country to join the team, and that's what we're doing. Like, our goal is just to educate and help. I mean, we're not in the roofing industry. I've never been on a roof myself. I've learned a lot from watching your show and all the other comments and stuff on Facebook, just of what the struggles you guys go through. And it's fun to be a part of it and really
do our part to help the industry become better, to help the industry learn how to work more efficiently, work those storms in the off season, work those storms before they happen early in the year, and work them where they're finding more damage than just from that one big hailstorm.
Yeah.
We always like to say is you're not really working the storm, you're working the damage. You're out here looking for the hail damage. You guys aren't technically looking for the storm. You could care less when
the storm's done been here and gone.
Yeah, you're looking for the damage.
Yep.
And so if you have the right tools to get out there and find that, then that's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah, very cool. So that's pretty cool. So that's one of the big differentiators there is the meteorologist, right? How did that come about? I'm interested.
So Derek himself is from a young age. He's been watching weather. Okay. I never really got to watch cartoons when I was a kid. He had the Weather Channel on every day. So.
I remember growing up and at Grandma and Grandpa's house, it was always just weather. They just watched the weather all day. That's like, what's the point? He
calls himself a weather nerd. Like that's his
awesome.
thing. He loves it. And like as soon as the storm happens, you see the geeked out look he gets on his face, and he just gets going with it. But so it's been pretty cool to actually be a part of all that and watch him build his success and be a part of that success and help these companies out here just grow. I mean, that's our
I think that's a common theme between a lot of the vendors that we're talking with is a lot of us kind of start with this idea of, oh, maybe this will be cool. Maybe this will catch on. Maybe it can help some people. Then all of a sudden we're helping a lot of people. And and the collaboration. Let's talk about the collaboration between you guys and JobNimbus before we go on to our next.
Absolutely. So we have a full partner or an integration with JobNimbus. So basically, the way that it works is we use the API key from them, plugs it into our system, and now they talk to one another.
Okay.
So all of your clients in JobNimbus will actually get drug over into HailTrace. So if there's ever a hailstorm, you automatically know 15 of my clients that I did many years back got hit by this hailstorm. So you can follow up with them, re-roof that house, repair that house, do whatever instead of losing that to your competitor. Very
cool. Well, I'm sold. And I appreciate having you. It's been great connecting, man. Go sell. You got some work to do, but thank you very much for coming on. Keep up the hustle, man. We appreciate you. We'll get you connected again here shortly.
We'll talk soon.
Yeah, man. Thank you. All right. Again, thank you for watching the show. Comments are always welcome. If you're watching, say what is up. Say how's it going. Throw us an emoji. And now we have another guest that is also like changing the game when it comes to documents and e-sign. So this has been a big thing in our industry and in my company personally is everybody's switching to digital, right? It's the age of paper and the age of signing contracts and having this physical contract. It's going away. It's changing.
Definitely.
You know, if you I bought a house recently and I didn't see one piece of paper until the final day. It was everything we did up into that was like sign here, e-sign, click and sign. So welcome to the show.
Yeah,
great to meet you. Great to connect you and introduce yourselves to our audience with the Start Build Grow Show.
Sure. Yeah, I'm with NaturalForms. I'm a director here at NaturalForms. We've been working with JobNimbus for years. We love the product. Our customers love the product. And our whole focus is around, like you say, taking away the paper, making these solutions that these customers use, automate that whole process, removing the paper, really streamlining the process, making that process efficient and active, really integrating the whole process from end to end. So that's really what the business is focused on, taking that to the next level, taking away the paper, removing all those bad data that you're getting out in the field, not getting the paperwork back to the office. So that's what NaturalForms is really key driven on. So.
Very cool. So I'm gonna go the entrepreneurship route. This is an entrepreneurship show.
Sure.
So what was it like? Like what was the moment that you're like, hey, here's an opportunity and I want to do this, and walk us through that process a little bit.
And it all started out with paper, actually having the information not correct. We had companies coming to us saying we didn't have our information. We weren't getting the stuff done on time. So what we developed is actually a form-based solution with technology that's available with the iPads, the iPhones, etc. And we actually use that to capture the information out in the field, replacing paper. And that ties into other things. So now we can pre-populate data, for example, from JobNimbus coming out of the contacts, the jobs, and then we can ship that downstream into JobNimbus and into any other applications as
So
well.
theoretically, I'm a roofing contractor. I'm going out to sell a roof. I can do a presentation on an iPad.
Yes.
And then go to the contract, point, click, homeowner signs right in
and
there.
they can sign and it can go right to them instantaneously. They can get all their paperwork signed. They can go back downstream to the next person if they need to fill out some, get the job done or do any additional things. Sure.
Yeah, that's awesome. Then it's already there. It's already in JobNimbus. How does that work? How's the relationship with JobNimbus been?
It's been great. We've actually been with them for a long time now. Actually, since they began, we've started doing some business with them. We integrated the products together. We just did a release with them that actually makes the integration much more easier. They can just sort of plug and play into the application now, and data goes from JobNimbus into us and us into them. It's great.
Very cool. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So what's your background? Let's go back a little bit farther.
Sure.
What were you doing before
I started here? Actually, my dad owned his own construction company for years.
Okay.
So for 40 years, he's in business.
Okay.
And so when I was in college and in high school, I helped him with a whole number of things from roofing to framing. I mean, he did the whole general contracting thing. So I had a sort of a background in this and that extra passion, if you will, for the roofing and construction space for sure.
Gotcha.
So out of there, I got some technology degree, went into business in some of the, actually developing some of the programs related to this. And then I got on the business side, helping to grow businesses and consulting and those things as part of the NaturalForms.
How's that been? I mean, we're talking about entrepreneurship. You kind of moved into the business. Sure. And we're all just learning, right? We don't know how to be entrepreneurs. Right. We're just being entrepreneurs. So give us some tips and some of the things you may have learned from the entrepreneurial side of this side of the business.
And some of the things that you mentioned as Danny as well here, the key is a lot of the people related stuff, right?
Yeah.
So when you're an entrepreneur, you got to realize you can't do everything yourself. So surrounding yourself with key people, making sure that there's quality in the product, obviously, as well, that you're selling or that you're delivering. Getting the right people in place and making sure that you're actually solving a problem. In this case, solving the paper and all the issues and everything that people have with paper and those kinds of solutions.
Awesome. Solving problems. That's what we do.
Yeah,
entrepreneurs.
That's what we do.
And if you can effectively solve a problem, you can build a business.
Exactly.
And then you hire great people and that business grows and flourishes. And
exactly.
Great things happen.
Yep.
So what's the takeaway from the conference so far?
This conference has been great. I know it's their first year, but we've got a good number of turnout. We've actually had a lot of positive feedback from people already using NaturalForms, sharing their feedback. But that's one thing we believe in, getting feedback, making sure that we always deliver and improving and changing the product as we move forward that best salute the customers' needs, for sure.
Very cool. Well, definitely, if you haven't checked out NaturalForms, if you are using JobNimbus, if you haven't checked out NaturalForms, I mean, these guys are killing it. And it's going digital with your process, especially in the sales side of things, is a game changer for all of us in the roofing construction space. Thank you very much, Nick. Appreciate having you. Nick Garrett, right, with NaturalForms.
Yep.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Randy.
We are going to have our next guest come on here. And I'm going to bug him because I'm going to get him on the show as well. Most of these people we're going to do full episodes and full shows with, but right now we're just trying to capture the moment. But my man, Zach, just got done speaking and we got connected. He was one of the OGs of the JobNimbus Solution Summit. So he and I met each other last year at the kind of the test run that we did in Denver, right? Remember that?
Yeah.
And those a handful of us. We did a couple days, and apparently it went pretty well to where they 4x. There's 4 times the amount of people here this year, and we're trying to double again next year. Yeah. But anyways, Zach Kerr with SalesRabbit. How you doing, man?
Yeah, man, we're happy. Yeah, we just got done doing a training for an hour on canvassing and field sales best practices.
Oh yeah.
We had some companies in there that are having massive growth with their field sales campaigns. Some who are just starting, they're just trying to figure out how do I go about building a sales team that goes out and creates demand. So it's really good. The show's going good though.
Awesome. So I'm going to backtrack a little bit, and then we're going to go into kind of SalesRabbit, what you guys do and how you integrate with JobNimbus. But tell us a little about yourself. I mean, what were you doing before, and how are you? What's your involvement and how you got going with SalesRabbit?
Yeah, my background's in growing sales companies, field sales teams to create high quality customers at scale.
Mm-hmm.
So I've done this in the home security, home automation space, and rooftop solar space, where we literally recruit and build teams of hundreds of salespeople who go out and do high volume, in multiple states. And so I've always been really focused on how to do that in the best way possible with the least amount of friction and build really good systems and processes so that your field salespeople can just grow and go and do their thing, and you're not having to get super involved all the time and managing all these different things. So that's my background is growing those big teams. And I'm just an entrepreneur. So I've done a number of businesses, and I've had a lot of, tons of failure in my life. I've had some really cool successes as well.
Yeah.
But all in all, those failures are much more fun to talk about. I learned much more. And, so it's really fun to come out and connect with entrepreneurs, business owners, these contractors, home improvement companies, share those experiences.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, we're on the subject of beards, and my man is giving Luke a run for his money because that's a pretty epic beard you got there too, brother.
Yeah, Luke's beard is looking really good. He's got a little bit more kind of volume to it.
But you got the color, man. You got that red. It's majestic.
He's got to be using some type of volumizing conditioner or something, man.
There it is. I got to grow mine back to catch up with you guys.
Yeah,
and we're gonna go into a business together and get some beard cream, some roofing beard cream. How about that?
Yeah, roofer's beard cream.
Love it. All right. So let's get back on the subject. So let's give just a short, quick tip. You just did a course, right? You just got done teaching a lesson. You know, what can the roofers, what can our viewers take? Just give them a little tidbit on, everybody canvasses, right? We all have a certain level of canvassing that we either do or need to do in our business in order to maintain growth and to capitalize when opportunities happen with hailstorms and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So give us your quick little tip on how to do that at a high level.
I just gave 31 different tips. I would say there's a smart way and a dumb way to do it. If you're not using technology and you're not using data in your prospecting, you're probably doing it the dumb way.
Okay.
And so there's just so many easy, simple ways to do canvassing in a smarter way, and a way that is just easier for your team to have success with, track results, doing it all digital, removing paperwork. But the biggest thing I would say that I see the top companies doing is they're leveraging data, and they're reducing their odds of failure and increasing their odds of success by, bringing data like their past leads that they never closed, bring that into a map view for the sales guy so that he can see that any given time and quickly follow up when he's out in the area, or bring, past customer data into a map view. And that's the big thing that we do that kind of distinguishes us. Is we're very visual based lead management. So bring all the leads and data into a map view. So sales reps aren't working in a list view. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Not having to look at like list data.
So they can kind of pick and choose like where,
they can see
this person's closer to me right now.
Yes,
let's go there. Yeah.
Go there. Follow up with that.
So let's talk about that a little bit. How can I improve my process with SalesRabbit and with JobNimbus? So talk a little bit about that interaction, the integration that you guys have done, and how that relationship works and how that really can benefit our clients.
Most canvassing models, it's one of two models. One, it's either a setter close model. So there's a canvasser going out, generating demand, and then the closer who has all the talent comes in and closes the deal, right? And then there's the models where you go out, you generate the demand, and you close it. It's the same person doing that. Either way, we support both models in our application in SalesRabbit, where you can generate a lead, you can put in information, collect certain information in the different fields, you can calendar an appointment. You can then push that information into JobNimbus, which starts a new workflow in JobNimbus. So depending on how a company has their workflow structured, we can kind of be flexible and complement them so that they're not having to do repeat data entry.
There it is. Data entry can kill a business.
Yeah.
If you're having to do double entry in anything you're in your business, if you're doing double entry on anything in your business, we got to find solutions to stop that. And what better way to plug the JobNimbus Solution Summit, because that's what we're all about, is finding solutions. And this is another solution to one of those double entry problems, and also a sales solution that's going to help you increase your sales, increase your efficiency, and increase your involvement with your sales team. If you make their lives easier, they're going to want to go work harder, and they're going to want to work for you and your company.
Yeah, we teach 3 tenets. We help your team become more motivated and more efficient and effective. And so, but I'd be curious, like, what do you think your listeners' top challenges or problems are with their canvassing problems?
Lack of structure. Lack of structure.
Yeah.
And I dealt with it for a long time. It's like, we try this, we try that, we try this, throw these people out there. And it's not having a system in place and the technology to be able to help you back that system up.
Okay.
We just hire people and we throw them out there.
Yeah.
We don't have a proper training process.
Yeah.
You have a proper training process in place. There are things like, now get to plug the roofing academy now.
Yes.
Because
awesome.
we'll kind of train you on the sales process.
Yeah.
And then you connect with someone like SalesRabbit and you combine that with JobNimbus. And it just reinforces that process that you're teaching your people and helps them execute at a higher level.
Yeah, you're totally right. Onboarding aspect and the service that you provide in terms of helping
you got to have management.
New people get onboarded.
I think the key to success with canvassing is you got to have someone in the field managing, overseeing, and motivating and helping and supporting the people out there knocking on those doors. Because believe you me, knocking doors sucks. You know, some people really get a rush out of it, but the reality of it is it's not the most fun job. It's not most appealing. It's a means to an end, and it's a way to generate a lot of business inexpensively, and it's a way to make some great money, but it's still not fun.
Yeah, I would just challenge you a little bit on that and say that, you know, it depends on the culture of your program.
There you go.
And you can make it fun. It's always going to be hard. It's always going to be gritty, but you can lighten that up and you can make it more enjoyable for your people. And like you said, it's management it's leadership.
Yep.
It's you know, everything rises or falls on leadership. So the caliber of your canvassing program is going to rise or fall on the quality and caliber of your leadership, your processes, your systems that you build. I've had, you know, as many as 550 sales reps working for me at one given time.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're firing 20 people a week, but we're also hiring 20 new people a week, and we're constantly dialing in our program.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about, you know, delivering an experience to the rep that is good. And so I teach people, like, hey, as a part of sales operations, you need to be paying attention to the rep experience as much as the customer experience, and helping the sales rep to have a positive career experience with your company.
Yeah, that's a great tip. And for those of you out there working on building canvassing teams, that's a great strategy, because the reality is there is turnover. You're going to be going through people, but if you can create a good culture and a good environment around that success and get people to feed off each other, boom, you can build a really high-powered, successful team.
Yeah, you can.
Thanks a lot,
Cool.
Zach, man.
Hey,
Appreciate having you
Awesome.
on, man. Great times. All right, we got one or two more here, and then we'll get kind of wrapped up. Again, say hi if you're watching. Thank you for checking out the show. But now we got another. I mean, this has been coming up a lot in my circles with our company, trying to improve our process and improve our automation. And then I found these guys, and I'm like, boom, there it goes. That's it. Text messaging. Now I want to bring on David.
Yep.
I know you guys did a little flipperoo on me.
Matt had to go catch a fly.
No worries. So we got David with Podium, and they've also integrated with JobNimbus.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us a little about yourself, your role with Podium, how long you've been there, and then what is Podium? Like, what do we do here?
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, my name is David Hepworth. I've been with Podium since 2016. Back at that time, we had about 80 employees. Today, we have a little over 400 employees.
Wow.
Growing really
and
fast.
How long?
The last 2 years, yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it's been
That
pretty
is
crazy.
awesome, man. Congrats, dude.
Thanks.
That's a lot of fun. That's and a lot of craziness too.
Yeah. So specifically my role, I'm helping out on the sales side, specifically in our
Okay.
roofing industry, kind of educating, getting roofers up and running with the software, and yeah, kicking it off with them.
That's awesome. How long you been there?
2 years now.
2 years now. Awesome.
Yeah.
So you've seen this. You've been
Yeah.
experiencing this.
Yeah.
What's it like? I mean, being on the front lines, like watching this company just explode behind you.
Yeah, I mean it's a fun ride. It's fun to look back, and when I talk with other employees that are with us, we can mention I started 2 buildings ago when we were back in the other office, and it was a smaller space. And so it's a fun growth. Definitely, we're all holding on and trying to ride this as fast as we can and turn this into just an amazing product.
Yeah, that's awesome. So let's dive in. Podium. What is? I mean, I know enough that like I'm in. Like we're going to meet next week and automate our text messaging and it's text messaging communication with your clients. So
yeah, it's just
you
all
can do a
about-
much better job selling it than I can.
No, I mean, yeah, I think you're spot on. I mean, it's all about just modernizing communication. I mean, it's 2018, and if you're not texting back and forth with your customers, you're missing out on a big opportunity.
Yeah.
And so, really, if you already know how to text message, you probably already know how to use Podium. Pretty simple there. And so, yeah, we've got a few different products, mainly about helping you really boost your online reviews, boost your online reputation, as well as, more tools to capture and increase the lead flow into your business, really.
So how do I do that? So I will start working with Podium. Walk me through, like, as a roofer and as a salesperson, because I feel like the communication starts right with the salesperson and then kind of moves on through the process. Like, how does that work with a roofing sales process in the text messaging?
Yeah, and I think you can even go a step further back and put yourself in the customer's shoes. You've got a damaged roof, or you're finally looking to upgrade your roof. You're going to hop on Google. You're going to search roofing contractors near me. It's going to show me a list of options. I'm probably going to choose 2 or 3 that I want to reach out to and get connected with those businesses.
Mm-hmm.
So typically today, I mean, most people have maybe 2 doors that customers can go through. They can go to your website and maybe fill out a contact us form, or they could just call you directly.
Yeah.
we want to, incorporate Google messaging so that straight from Google now they could just text into your business and ask you about your services, ask you about setting up an appointment, scheduling a meeting, or even if they do make it over to your website, instead of filling out that lengthy contact form, let's just have them text you straight from your website and get them connected with your team instantly.
Yeah. So when a consumer texts me, where does it go? Like what happens?
Yeah. So I think the easiest way to kind of envision Podium is as just an inbox. So just as you have a company email inbox,
okay, Podium
is an inbox for text messages. And so everybody within the company that you need to have access to this inbox would be able to see these messages coming in. And so typically, whoever you have answering your phone, maybe the office manager, she can just respond to these text messages as they come in. She can send text messages back and really just start to communicate easier with the customers via that platform.
And everybody, you're probably watching this on your phone right now.
Yeah,
right.
Probably.
Give us a comment. Use your text messaging abilities and leave us a comment. Say what you think. But everybody's doing it, right? And we have to be able to tailor our businesses to what our consumers' demands and our consumers' needs are. And that's this problem you guys are solving. That's why you're growing as fast as you are.
Yeah, it's been a fun ride, and there's a ton of different use cases for how you could text back and forth with your customers. One of the big places where a lot of people come into this is to use this for reputation management. Everybody has their Google presence and they care about their Google reviews that are coming in and out. But if you can just finish a service update and then at the end, the sales reps himself, he's just going to, hey, I'm going to send you a quick text message. If you could leave our business a review, that would really help us out.
Perfect.
Send them a link right then and there, and they're going to hop on, give you a 5-star review, and that'll be right onto your Google page.
Yeah, I love it, man. Looking forward to working with you guys.
Yeah, it's going to
be
awesome.
We'll have to get you on the actual show here again sometime. Well, so thank you so much for watching. I think we're going to be wrapping up here. Once again, we are live at the JobNimbus Solutions Summit. Thank you very much. Here in Austin, Texas. This has been an awesome event. If you didn't get to make it, we're going to have some videos and we'll be posting things. Make sure you check out the group page for the Start, Build, Grow show, as well as the group page for the JobNimbus Solutions Summit. And then, of course, the Roofing Entrepreneur page. But share it out with your friends, entrepreneur friends, anyone in the industry. We're really looking forward to the future of this conference, and we're looking forward to having you next year. Thank you very much. Have a great day.